It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome into your Daily Community Briefing live here on this Wednesday edition. Glad to have you along on your newscast today. We're brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, your home for all the best outdoor power equipment like Cub Cadet. Still offering that curbside service if you do not want to get out of your vehicles. They'll take good care of you over at Bishop's Small Engine Repair on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Cooling. You know, it's time to have that heater looked at if you're worried about the colder months ahead. Give Brian a call with Affordable Heating and Cooling at 859-779-0122. And we're also brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Bluegrass Marble and Granite has everything you need for all those remodels or fabrication needs. In our lead story today, last night, multiple people were injured following a multi-county car chase. Police report the chase began in Lincoln County and ended in Garrett County with a crash and multiple injuries on Tuesday evening. According to Lancaster Police, a driver hit cars in Stanford, leading to the police chase, which ended with the driver hitting 3 vehicles on US 27. Fire crews were on the scene of the wreck, and the road was shut down for multiple hours. From the Stanford Police Department in a Facebook post today, it's with deep sadness that we announce the passing away of one of our canines. We learned late yesterday that afternoon that canine Meshach has passed away unexpectedly and was found by his handler, Officer Chase Markham, at their home. Officer Markham and Meshach have been partners for 5 years. He was a red and black bloodhound brought to Kentucky from Louisiana and was assigned to Markham as a tracking dog. Meshach's primary role was to help locate victims that had become lost, but would also help in the tracking and apprehension of criminals as well. He started his career and was a full-time working canine at the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office and later lived the semi-retired life and was used as needed when he became a member of the Stanford Police Department. Meshach was loved by everyone that knew him as he was a gentle giant who never met a stranger and shared his iconic bloodhound slobber with any way willing to pet and play with him. Meshach was obtained through a grant through the Alley Foundation, who donates bloodhounds to law enforcement agencies to aid in the finding of missing and lost people, and we would like to take a moment to encourage everyone to donate to this foundation to help out someone else just like Meshach, who was able to us out on so many occasions. Meshach may be gone, but his playfulness, slobbers, and ability to find anyone anywhere won't be forgotten. Please say a small prayer for Officer Markham and the rest of us, as it's never easy to lose a member of your agency. Rest in peace, Meshach. We will take it from here. That's from the Stanford Police Department. A very sad story, and we've seen a lot of those stories pop up here during this pandemic. The Kentucky State Board of Elections has set up a site where voters can check the status of their absentee ballot and whether their vote has been counted. As of Monday, almost 500,000 people of the 655,000 absentee ballots have been returned. Since October 13th, over 630,000 people have voted early, including 103,000 people who voted on Monday alone. You can check the status of your ballot on the Kentucky State Board of Elections website. Stay tuned here to the Madison County early voting information and absentee turnout from Clerk Kenny Barger. We'll have that interview for you on tomorrow's newscast. If you're still interested in voting early, registered Madison County voters can vote between now and all the way up until Monday, October 2nd. The voting will occur between Monday and Friday on 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. You can vote at the Madison County Clerk's Office at 101 West Main Street in Richmond or at the Madison County Clerk's Office Berea branch at 304 Chestnut Street in Berea. Registered voters must wear a face covering and present a valid form of identification. If you'd like more tips for safe in-person voting, we've got those for you. You can wear a mask even if you are outside. Avoid doing anything that may tempt you to remove your mask. Wash your hands before and after voting. Do not disinfect or wipe down the voting equipment yourself. Look for single-use voting supplies to limit your contact with public surfaces. Do your best to maintain a physical distance. Observe signs to help you move safely around the polling place, and leave your kids at home with a responsible guardian while you vote. Speed the process up by reviewing a sample ballot and being prepared. Vote at off-peak times to avoid crowds, and if you don't feel well, contact local election officials about your voting options. You can check healthyvoting.org for more information about healthy voting in your state. Well, according to a Facebook post from the Jessamine County Sheriff's Office, a Jessamine County deputy sheriff was forced to remove a Facebook post that was degrading and demeaning on Tuesday. The full statement was this: earlier this evening, a deputy sheriff employed by this department posted a video to their personal Facebook page that had content that is degrading and demeaning. As the sheriff of Jessamine County, I would like to assure you this type of behavior is not condoned and will not be tolerated by this office. As sheriff, I strive to provide services to Jessamine County free of discrimination, and that reflects equality. As part of our policy regarding social media usage, I immediately ordered the deputy to remove the post, and the content was removed from his page. The behavior in question will be addressed, and additional training will be provided to ensure no future incidents like these occur. Please accept my sincere apology for the unprofessional and derogatory content of the deputy's post. The context of the post was unknown. It's now time for our first commercial break. When we come back, lots more to get to, including a interview with Domestic Violence Awareness, which that is this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We'll have information on that when we come back live on your daily community briefing on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today, with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
Be on the lookout for things that go bump in the night this Halloween, as AMG Network is broadcasting a special Night of Fright double feature on October 31st. This special presentation will begin with the film that has made people second guess going to summer camp for 40 years, Friday the 13th. Hitch a ride to Camp Crystal Lake, but beware. The locals around the area claim that the camp is cursed following the mysterious death of a young camper. If you thought you were safe at home, think again, because the double feature continues with a movie that revolutionized the horror genre, Paranormal Activity. Follow the terrifying journey of a happy couple who have just moved into their new home, only to find out they have a ghostly house guest. Tune in to Richmond's very own Channel 9 at 8 p.m. for the start of the double feature with the special drive-in movie presentation of Friday the 13th, followed by Paranormal Activity at 10 p.m.
At the Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies, we make it our mission to care for all of your pharmacy needs as quickly and conveniently as possible. Whether you need a prescription filled, an immunization, or help with an over-the-counter need, our pharmacists are here to help. Both of our Estill County locations offer text and call reminders, automatic refills, and medication synchronization, and are equipped with drive-thrus. All of these services help us save you time and make sure you always have the medication.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
Here at WBON-TV, we are very happy to be bringing the local news, weather, sports, community events, and conversations to you very soon on Richmond's new TV station, VHF Channel 9. While we continue installing equipment and expanding our facilities to officially launch this new media service to you, let us know where you're watching. Email us at information@wbontv.com and tell us if you're watching over the air, on cable, and what you think of the programming. Exciting things coming soon to Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Funeral home in Berea. They have the best aftercare in the business when every detail counts, and at this time of your life, they do. Remember Davis and Powell Funeral Home. And we're also always brought to you by Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they buy your children's gently worn clothes, and that'll be taking place again tomorrow. If you've got some kids that have outgrown their clothes, you can take them over there to Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea. Well, Paris police continue to search for two suspects wanted in connection with an armed robbery of a Dollar General store that occurred Sunday. Police say two men wearing masks and green hoodies entered the store. One held a gun on employees while the other emptied the register. If you have any information about that, please reach out to the Paris Police Department. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. In order to showcase what local shelter Hope's Wings does daily for women and children, and to get updates on future plans, WBON-TV spoke with Director of the shelter, Jennifer Lanehart, with that story. Here's WBON-TV's Marissa Hempel.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, as many know. In order to get more information and how you can support local shelters, such as here at Hope's Wings, I spoke to Director Jennifer Lanehart. She also gave details about new events coming up and how they've had to change during the pandemic.
You know, October is typically the time where we do lots of community activities. We have lunch at City Hall where we invite our community leaders and the public to come and sign a proclamation, and we feed them lunch. It gives us a great chance to network and just talk about, you know, different ideas that we can do in our community to help combat domestic violence. We didn't get to have that this year because of the pandemic. We also have a rally typically called These Hands Don't Hurt, and it's usually, you know, an event where we gather in a really large group and we raise awareness about the fact that there are still a lot of people who don't use violence in their relationships, and we like to celebrate those folks. But we also like to recognize victims who have died due to domestic violence during that rally. Again, because of the pandemic, we weren't able to do that. We want to be responsible, you know, when we bring people together, and right now it's just not the time. So we've had to get a little bit more creative. So this month we've done like virtual walks. You know, we've asked people to get in steps. There's nearly 20,000 calls to domestic violence programs a year in the state of Kentucky. So we thought, you know, maybe we can ask people to get 20,000 steps in a weekend and maybe post signs or pictures of them walking, you know, during the weekend and holding signs saying they walk for, you know, their mom or to end violence or different things like that, just to generate some awareness. But we also did recognize those victims who died due to domestic violence by putting up a display of t-shirts at the courthouse and in Berea at City Hall. We kind of moved that display around a little bit because we just wanted, again, to recognize those people and to catch some attention to the fact that people are still dying, you know, at the hands of people who are supposed to love them. So we've had to scale it down a bit this year, but we're still trying to raise awareness and things like that. At each place we had a small ceremony. So in Richmond we had law enforcement and our city leaders come out and they read the names of those victims. We posted that video on our Facebook page so our community could watch if they wanted to. We did the same in Berea. Berea's city officials and their law enforcement came out and they read those names and recognized those folks. And so, you know, we're trying to raise awareness and be very proactive. Just because we're in the midst of a pandemic and we're not getting as many reports of domestic violence that we typically get, that doesn't mean that it's not happening. So it's important that we are staying in the forefront of that, and we're all still very much aware that violence occurs and there's help for that.
Now, despite you guys scaling back, you have had some prominence still because you've had multiple state leaders show interest. You want to talk about them touring the area?
Yeah, so last week the Attorney General came to the shelter and toured our facility, and he brought along the Mayor of Richmond and Colleen Chaney, our Deputy County Judge, and Representative Deanna Frazier. They came to tour the facility, and we were able to share Hope's Wings in our program and the model that we have set up here with the Attorney General, and we hope that he will learn more about the Madison County Blueprint for Safety. We feel like, you know, that it's a great model to follow with our law enforcement and our criminal and legal justice systems when we're combating domestic violence. And we're the only community in the state of Kentucky that is following that model. But it's been really helpful in the way that our agencies share information and the way that the crime of domestic violence is prosecuted. So we would love to see that in other areas of our state, and we're hoping that he'll, you know, kind of look at that and adopt some of those policies at his office. That would be fantastic. We're certainly happy to talk with him about those things.
Now, anything in the future, since you've had to, like we said, scale back all your events, anything planned for 2021 yet, or just, like you said, taking it day by day?
Well, I mean, we're still going to do Jail and Bail. Jail and Bail is our, you know, biggest fundraiser, and you guys always come and interview us during that, and it's fun. Jail and Bail, you know, generates about $30,000 to $35,000 for the shelter, which is key, especially since we're short a fundraiser this year. So we're going to do that because Jail and Bail can be done in person or it can be done virtually, very easy. A lot of people make their pledges or their bails online. So that's something that I feel like that we can still easily do and accomplish. Another of our big fundraisers is our June barbecue. You know, those are in-person events at Chenault Vineyards. We're planning for that this year. However, we just kind of have to wait and see. It may be something that we can't do, and we have to get a little more creative in how we fundraise, but we're hoping for that. It's a really nice, you know, event of music and food and, you know, just a great way to raise some money. So we'll see. We'll see. There could be some online auctions. I don't know. We're kind of tossing some ideas around. Of course, if there's anybody out there that needs help safely leaving an abusive relationship, please call us. We're always happy to talk with anybody, whether it's safety planning on, you know, how to live in your home safely or safety planning on how you can leave safely. So give us a call at 859-623-4095.
Stay tuned as WBO Entity will continue to cover local events and all that's going on here at Hope's Wings. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa. An joint investigation by several area agencies results in a large amount of meth and heroin. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office and Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office and the Madison County Sheriff's Office, along with Mount Vernon Police Department and Kentucky State Police, worked together in a joint investigation, seized a large amount of methamphetamine, which was allegedly headed to Laurel County, with 2 arrests on I-75 southbound at a traffic stop approximately 8 miles north of Mount Vernon late Monday night. Photos of the traffic stop and contraband seized are pictured in the Post, as DeMarco Bell and Kathy Moore were both arrested, and the Laurel County Sheriff John Root was heading the investigation. It's now time for our second commercial break. When we come back, we'll have those coronavirus numbers for you for Madison County, and we'll look at that current incidence rate. Estill County, back in the red. We'll have that for you when we come back on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today, with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
Be on the lookout for things that go bump in the night this Halloween, as AMG Network is broadcasting a special Night of Fright double feature on October 31st. This special presentation will begin with the film that has made people second guess going to summer camp for 40 years, Friday the 13th. Hitch a ride to Camp Crystal Lake, but beware. The locals around the area claim that the camp is cursed following the mysterious death of a young camper. If you thought you were safe at home, think again, because the double feature continues with a movie that revolutionized the horror genre, Paranormal Activity. Follow the terrifying journey of a happy couple who have just moved into their new home, only to find out they have a ghostly house guest. Tune in to Richmond's very own Channel 9 at 8 p.m. for the start of the double feature with the special drive-in movie presentation of Friday the 13th, followed by Paranormal Activity at 10 p.m.
At the Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies, we make it our mission to care for all of your pharmacy needs as quickly and conveniently as possible. Whether you need a prescription filled, an immunization, or help with an over-the-counter need, our pharmacists are here to help. Both of our Estill County locations offer text and call reminders, automatic refills, and medication synchronization, and are equipped with drive-thrus. All of these services help us save you time and make sure you always have the medication you need. Stop in or give us a call today.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
Here at WBON-TV, we are very happy to be bringing the local news, weather, sports, community events, and conversations to you very soon on Richmond's new TV station, VHF Channel 9. While we continue installing equipment and expanding our facilities to officially launch this new media service to you, let us know where you're watching. Email us at information@wbontv.com and tell us if you're watching over the air, on cable, and what you think of the programming. Exciting things coming soon to Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Cases statewide over the last couple of weeks, Governor Beshear announced on Monday that there would be new recommendations for citizens of Kentucky. With a report from yesterday's Governor recap, here's WBON-TV's Ron Likens.
The COVID cases continue to increase across the state. During yesterday's update, Governor Andy Beshear called the escalation a serious matter.
Now, we are seeing this very serious escalation of cases in Kentucky. Today, we have the single highest Tuesday with 1,786 new cases of COVID-19. And that's 1,786 Kentuckians, that some portion of which will end up in the hospital, will end up in the ICU, and will end up not making it. We continue to see increases in our hospitalization with 913 Kentuckians currently in a hospital bed because of COVID. We have 233 Kentuckians in the ICU fighting for their lives and 115 Kentuckians currently on a ventilator. New cases by county: Barron, Laurel, and Madison, 42. 13 for Clark, 11 for Estill, Lincoln, Scott. We have 18 additional deaths today, and every single one of these deaths occurred in October.
During his update, the governor explained that in order to get control of the virus, we must make some changes.
Then you got a job to do, just like I do. And that job is to do what it takes to defeat COVID-19, to cut down on your contacts, to spend that next week differently, knowing that it has gotten dangerous enough to where for that period of time we need to alter our day-to-day lives to make sure we can protect those around us.
Statewide, there are 99,637 cases with a state total of 1,428 deaths. From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Yesterday, Estill County was in the orange at 17.2% for that current incidence rate for COVID-19 average daily cases per 100,000 population based on the previous 7 days. So they go from 17.2% yesterday up to 27.3% today. So a big rise in cases over the last 7 days for Estill County as they go up again 10% today in the current incidence rate. Madison County also took a spike, going from 18.4% yesterday to 22% today. Other counties in the red surrounding us include Lee County, Jackson County, Rockcastle, Garrett, Laurel, Clay, Owsley, Montgomery County also up in the red as well. And currently, only 6 counties statewide are in the yellow: Pulaski, Owen, Trimble, Breckenridge, and then you got Livingston and Ballard County. So only 6 counties in the yellow or below. And it's been a very rough couple of weeks for folks here in the state of Kentucky as we continue to see those numbers rise. Here in Madison County today, there were 27 new cases reported from yesterday. And the total number of cases now in the county, 2,368, 2,161 have recovered. After the 4 new deaths from over the weekend, we have 13 deaths still, 5 in the hospital currently fighting COVID-19, 189 that are currently fighting this virus at home. Looking at the numbers from EKU, there have been 250 total cases of COVID-19 from the university. 105 residential students have had the virus. 115 non-residential students have had the virus. 22 employees, 8 in the other category. And of the total number of cases, 221 have recovered with 29 active cases. Folks, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Don't forget, each time you see a local news tip, whether it be in Madison, Estill, Clark, other surrounding counties, feel free to message us on WBON TV on Facebook and let us know what that news tip is. If you're having an event that you would like to see us cover, feel free to reach out to us again on that WBON TV Facebook page. We appreciate all the news tips that we get each day, and we'd like to get out there to more stuff. So if there is something that you'd like to see us cover, feel free to message us again on the WBON TV Facebook page. Some programming notes for you. Don't forget this Saturday night on Halloween night, the WBON TV over-the-air channel Channel 9 will have the Fright Night double feature beginning with the original version of Friday the 13th, and then that'll be followed by Paranormal Activity beginning around 8 o'clock on Halloween night, the Fright Night double feature on WBON TV Channel 9. We also have some high school football and some more middle school football for you this week. Tomorrow night we will have the CM-SAC Conference Championship games. Those games will be live on WBON TV beginning at 5:30 with the 7th grade game and the 8th grade game to follow. And then on Friday night, we will have high school football with Madison Central taking on Southwestern out of Pulaski County. That game will kick off around 7:30. Our pregame coverage will begin at 7:10 on Friday night for high school football on WBON TV and on WEKY. Madison Southern will be on the road as they take on Boyle County Friday night. That game can be heard on 106.7 The Pinnacle and the all-new CBS Sports Radio 103.5. Thanks for for hanging out with us, folks. Stay safe. God bless. Continue to do your part in slowing the spread of this coronavirus. And we'll see you at the same time and same place tomorrow at 3 p.m. for your daily community briefing on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.